Blizzard is confident that delves may be their best evergreen feature yet. But are they really that good though? And is this really the type of content that every player will enjoy? Well, I've had the opportunity to begin delving into this content with early access, so let's talk about if Blizzard did indeed nail this new endgame pillar. If for some reason you live under a rock or you're just new to World of Warcraft and you're unfamiliar with delves, they are WoW's new solo or group instance-based content, where you basically just go on a mini adventure with an allied NPC, and by completing these delves, you will end up being rewarded with XP, gold, gear, and skill upgrades for the NPC to help you progress further through the delve system. And by just following the campaign, you'll be introduced to your first delve, and throughout your adventures in Khazalgar, you will actually find a bunch of side quests from Brand that end up leading you into the next delve. If you're itching to figure out how to find these delves and where they're located, well, they are all displayed on your map as little dungeon doors, and at max level, some of these will be lit up and offer better rewards but require a key for you to open the chest at the end. You'll end up earning these keys through weekly activities, and if for some reason you're really itching to be a min-maxer and you really want to min-max your delves and get the best gear you possibly can, well, just save them for the season start and you'll be good to go. But don't feel the need to have to do this whatsoever. The game actually launches with 12 delves and they each have 13 tiers of difficulty. With early access, I was able to experience them all up to tier 3. And to be completely honest, the game scaling is all out of whack up to level 75. So when you first encounter delves, they are extremely easy when it comes to the mobs you're fighting. This honestly leaves a fairly bad first impression of the delve system, because you just run around one-shotting and destroying everything. You don't even get to witness the boss's mechanics, although I was super excited to see that they actually had mechanics at the end of the delves because bigwigs told me they did, which was great. But again, the scaling is so out of whack that your first few experiences might make you go, this is too easy and this content honestly kind of sucks. But trust me, as you get higher level and you get past that weird 75 level scaling hump, you'll actually have a much better time in your delves. I had a lot more fun in them when I was level 78 and 80. And as you clear a tier of difficulty, you unlock the next tier of difficulty for all the delves. This is a big thing. So when you do tier 1, you unlock tier 2 for every delve you encounter. And when you do tier 2, you unlock tier 3 for every delve you encounter. Every tier is supposed to be a different experience when it comes to the objective or route throughout the delve. When it comes to these early tiers though, it's not much changed at all, honestly. The chests and the XP bags you find throughout the delve are in different locations. Maybe you get a new rare spawn that gives you a different ability to alter your experience a little bit, but all in all, the objective and everything was really the same all the way up to tier 3, which was a little disappointing, but I think it's really gonna depend on what tier does the delve actually really shift. Is it at level 6 or is it at tier 12, where these are big changes at the delves in terms of objectives and things you might do. Early on, my impressions of tier to tier were a little disappointing, but I guess it was just enough to make me continue to explore, continue to look around, and look forward to what the next thing I may find is, although the experience all in all was exactly the same due to the objective I was given. The saving grace though is every delve I encountered was different. The objectives were different, the environment was different, the experience was completely different. So whenever we can discover what tier does the objective inside a particular delve change, I think that's gonna really bring the system together and make it so much better. And when it comes to delves, every season we're going to get new delves, and we're also going to get a new NPC sidekick. We end up starting off season 1 with Bran as our sidekick, which is pretty cool. You know, he's the treasure hunter guy. Of course, we're gonna hang out with Bran when we go through delves. You're able to select his role between DPS and healer, and you're able to alter some of his key abilities, which are passives that usually typically help you or your group that you're doing them with. Bran also has an arsenal of abilities he can use that unlock as he levels up. Bran doesn't feel completely useless, and I kind of mainly liked using him as a healer, especially when I was on my DPS classes, but all in all, he did do damage, wasn't completely useless, and one of my favorite things about him is he talks to me like I'm 5 and that I'm an idiot.
Those webs will summon the Rubians.
Now, this may not be for me, but I do see this being very useful for new players to learn the game, as he really explains, hey, don't stand in the fire to people. With each delve being what feels like a short, instant quest with some unique pickups and mechanics, I quickly caught on to what delves were all about. And for some background, I have mainly played World of Warcraft by leveling alts, questing, and being what some people may call nowadays a mole person, or someone that just doesn't exist inside the community. I really did just run around Azeroth, quest, and just level and do random things. I didn't really have many objectives outside of just being inside the world. And as someone who loves those type of things, delves honestly really caught my eye as a type of content that I love. Now, as I've gotten older and a little more competitive, I've really enjoyed doing Mythic Plus and doing more raid progression and taking the game a little more serious. But delves really brought me back to the roots of World of Warcraft that I truly love. The adventure, the simplicity of just being inside the world, discovering new things, and just honestly enjoying the content and enjoying the combat, because the combat feels so good in this game. And as I progressed through the system and saw the difficulty actually get harder and my health bar actually moved down and really standing in things started to punish me, I saw that this was going to be something that I would actually truly love doing on all of my characters, especially to get alts geared up or even my main geared up to start the season. And as they just become more difficult, they will only get better in my opinion. So don't sleep on them, because if this is just the start and the foundation of them, God, I can't wait to see them grow throughout the World Soul Saga. Just imagine doing a delve into the Dead Mines or Wailing Caverns or a jungle adventure in Stranglethorn, and looking super far ahead, a fishing adventure with Tuskar in Northrend. It's going to be sick. And without any of those zones and the nostalgic strings being pulled on, they are already a ton of fun, honestly. And as someone that loves just playing the game and doesn't always have his Mythic Plus group or his raid going on, this is just great content for me to hop in, not have to deal with anybody, or just invite one or two friends to just do some content in a more relaxed and chilled environment, and allowing me to teach friends and new players how to learn to play their class, learn basic game mechanics. It's just honestly great. It is such a good feature, and I cannot wait to see them continue to grow delves into something very, very special. So don't let Elite spoil the fun for you, because delves truly are a lot of fun, and that's coming from someone that takes Mythic Plus very serious. Enjoy them, enjoy the game, and don't let anybody rain on your parade. And if you want to see a fun challenge, make sure to check out my Zero to Hero Season 2 challenge, where I learn how to play Sub-Rogue. And if you're looking to learn how to play a new class this expansion, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming Holy Paladin and Enhancement Shaman guides for the War Within Season 1.